Cabron, I need to see you.
I'm afraid.
Cabron, I need to see you.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Cabron, I need to see you.
I'm afraid.
Cabron,
I'm
I'm
afraid.
afraid.
I'm afraid.
I'm
Yeah, I
afraid.
stepped onto the
I'm
property of
afraid of rain. I'm
stepped on the
afraid of
property
rain.
of the
I'm
Shiesty Drug
afraid of
Barn.
rain.
I need
Hey,
to
hey,
see
hey!
you.
I stepped to the property of the Shiesty Drug Barn, and I was like, I'm afraid, because I saw a skeleton dancing on the
I need
roof,
to see you.
and he said, I want you to see her. I'm afraid. So I became
I'm
afraid.
afraid. I need it. I was
I'm
like,
afraid.
what the heck?
I'm afraid.
I was
still
like
afraid.
passing out candy on Halloween, man. And I was
afraid.
like, I'm afraid when I saw
Yeah.
when I saw the spooky folk. I was like, what the heck, man? I was like, I'm
I need to
afraid.
see you.
And then
I'm afraid.
like,
I'm
I'm
afraid.
afraid.
I'm
I'm
afraid.
I'm
afraid.
afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I have so much fear inside of me.
I need
Yeah,
to
I
see you.
told Bron that I'm afraid. I told Cabron that I'm afraid. I look at the periodic table of elements, and my favorite one is carbon, yo. Yeah,
I'm afraid.
carbon makes me afraid because it's the carbon. All life has carbon, man, and life is scary, man. Everything's afraid, man. Everything's scary, man. We're in a shiny drug
I'm
bar, man.
afraid. I'm afraid of going to a
Oh.
new school. I'm afraid. I'm afraid I won't
afraid.
fit in. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I like to play the banjo. I'm afraid. I'm afraid my life was being sucked up by Instagram. I'm afraid of everything that doesn't exist and everything that exists. Because everything is so big and it's so scary.
I need to see
I
you.
will never step outside again because that's so scary.
I need to see
I feel like I'll
I'm
get mad.
afraid.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. Kanji's afraid of the outside. Kanji's afraid to stop playing Valorant.
I'm afraid.
Chowdong is fake. Chowdong is a fake.
I'm afraid.
Chowdong is a fake, and he's
I'm
afraid.
afraid.
And he's afraid.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. I'm
I'm afraid of Ray. I'm afraid of Chowdong because he's a
I'm
fake.
afraid of Ray. I'm afraid of Ray.
I'm afraid,
I'm
yeah.
afraid of Ray.
I'm afraid.
I'm like Chow Dong and I asked for $5 million and an AirPod Pros.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
And he's a fake.
I need $1 $1 and I'm like, I'm afraid.
I'm
I need
afraid.
to see you.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
Cabron,
I know.
Little glitch.